called on the government to do more to fly the flag for British business. Speaking at a conference of manufacturers, he said that competitive firms need all the help they can get to succeed in such a tough economic climate.
We shouldn't be embarrassed about having a patriotic economic policy, and we have been for too long. Why shouldn't we be embarrassed about it? Because it's essential to support British firms to get the jobs and growth we need in this country.
In the course of his speech, Ed Miliband name-checked Stoves, a manufacturing company based in Merseyside, which has campaigned for a Made in Britain mark. The Chief Executive of Stoves, Denver Hewlett, joins us now. Thank you for being with us. It is Stoves, not Stoves Co, I understand, as Ed Miliband referred to you. Yes. What do you want to achieve with this Made in Britain mark?
Well, we really want to communicate to customers that where products are made. And we're a British manufacturer making great products for great value, and we just want to let consumers know that they're made in Britain. And we're looking for a campaign to communicate that with customers.
What are the rules about putting Made in Britain on items that are produced here, or indeed in any other country?
Well, I don't think there are any rules really. Our rules, we've got some rules where we say, we make things here. We employ over 1,000 people making cookers here, and we think that's made in Britain.
Well, it certainly is. I mean, presumably, you feel that if people see a Made in Britain mark, they might be a bit more inclined to buy the cooker.
Well, what we do think, we did some research, and most people, well over 50%, are pretty confused about where products are made. And around 2/3 of people would like something approved that they can see that is made in Britain. But what we've tried to do is we want to make value for money products that consumers want. And what I'd like to see is if a consumer's choosing a product, that they know if it's made in Britain or not.
I mean, when you are sourcing things, either equipment for your factory or parts to go into your cookers, do you apply a Made in Britain rule yourself?
We apply like everybody else. We look for good value that we can be competitive in the marketplace. So we would apply the same rules as anybody else.
Exactly. So, I mean, the point I'm trying to make is there are those who would say that these days parts and equipment will come from all over the world, and that components from lots of different countries will go into an item. I think it's more than, 50 countries go into a laptop computer, for example.
Yeah, I wouldn't disagree with you, but the point we're trying to make is we're not asking consumers to buy products because they're made in Britain. We're asking consumers to choose a product they want, and if they can find a British product that they want, that meets their needs, good value for money, does what they want it to do, we're trying to encourage them to buy British. We're not saying you must buy British. We're not trying to blackmail people to buy British. We're just saying here's a choice of products. It is made in Britain, and it's another benefit.
And do you feel that we're bad at this in this country compared to our competitors?
Yeah, I think so. I think we've confused ourselves. There's lots of brands in the marketplace, and as I said earlier, over 50% of consumers, they're really confused about where products are made. There's lots of brands around, and consumers, I believe, want to know where something is made and make it more obvious to that consumer.
Now, see behind you, you've got a Made in Britain mark. Is this what you've designed this? This is what you think we should go for?
Yeah, well, we didn't design it. When we did some research, and before we embarked on this campaign, we wanted to know what customers thought. So it's no good us just making a campaign up that thinks it's okay for the minute. We actually talked to consumers, and when we found out that consumers were concerned where products were made, we went to some design students around the country, and we ran a competition to get a design that was modern, fresh, and applicable to our products.
And that's it. And you're now putting that on your products.
And that's it, yeah. Yeah, we're putting it on our products. It's a big tick with Made in Britain. It's very simple, a very simple device that communicates that the product is made in Britain.
We're hearing quite a lot recently from politicians, today from the Labour leader Ed Miliband, about wanting to help manufacturing industry, particularly tech and engineering. I mean, how do you regard the government from your perspective at stoves? Do you think they are helping you, and what more could they do?
Well, what we're trying to do is we're trying to promote Made in Britain. And as part of this campaign, we communicated this into various business segments. And we've got about 350 companies now that manufacture products in this country. And we've gone back to those 350 companies and we're asking them, you know, what we're trying to make this into a national campaign, not just a campaign for us, for the stoves business, but we're trying to make it into a national campaign. We're going back to our 350 colleagues now and asking them what they would like the next step to be. Now, we believe we'd like this to be endorsed by by all political parties as a Made in Britain, to let consumers know where products are made, and particularly if they're made in this country.
Well, you've got Ed Miliband. What are you going to do to get the coalition on side?
Well, I think, you know, we're going to talk to these 350 businesses, and, you know, once we get the views of these 350 other businesses, you know, we'll communicate that to various people.
Thank you very much indeed for joining us from Stoves there. Thank you.
Nissan have announced plans to build a new model